afternoon or evening or night, whenever you decide to practice. For today's class, it'd be good to have a strap or maybe a towel that you could use as a strap. And it would be good to have at least one block, maybe two, and that's it. So we're going to start today just an easy pose. So if you have a block, you can sit onto your block. If you don't have a block, you could just sit onto the mat, or you could even sit on a chair for this part. So we're just trying to center, and we're trying to observe our breath. And we're trying to arrive here on our mat. So from easy pose, take your shoulders, bring them up to your ears and down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale, bring them down. Bring the palms against the legs. Gently bring your chin down just a little bit. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable. And we'll take 10 breaths here. Gently open your eyes, lift your chin, plant your right hand behind you, beside you. Inhale, up and slightly over. Inhale to center. Exhale, slightly over. Inhale. Last one. All right, from there you can move your block. And if you have a strap, grab it or grab for your towel. We're gonna start just getting into the legs a little bit. So take your strap and wrap it around the pads of your foot. Bring your strap so you're not putting a ton of weight onto the arms. You could bring your elbows down to the mat if you want, or you can leave them up. Just don't be pulling so much that you're in any kind of pain. And we're just gonna hang out here for a couple of breaths. Keep a slight bend in your knee. From here, bring the strap into your left hand. Inhale. Exhale. Let the left leg fall to the side. Keep your right arm onto your right leg. So try not to let this hip lift off your mat. Next, inhale, bring the leg back up, switch your strap into your right hand. This time your left hip will lift. So you're going to let it lift and you're going to bring the left foot to the right side. If your foot is going right down onto the floor, bring it onto a block. So and you can keep pulling a little bit on your strap, moving your foot upwards if you want a little bit more of a stretch. Next, inhale, bring the left leg back up, undo your strap, and lift your right leg. All right, so both hands starting on the strap. You can bring your upper arms down to the mat, or you can twist the strap around. You just don't want to be pulling too tight, okay? It's a little bit relaxing, because as you relax, you let your body opens up a little easier than when you're tense. From here, if you had a block there, you might want to remove it. Bring your strap into your right hand. Bring your left hand onto your left thigh and let that leg open up to the side. Inhale, come back up. Switch the strap into your left hand and let the leg come down to the left. Your hip can lift off in this one. You can look towards the other side. You can pull your strap a little tighter if you want or not. And then next inhale, bring it up, remove your strap, and let that go. Roll over onto your right side. Use your arms to push yourself back up and come into a tabletop. From here, we'll do 2 rounds of cow and cat. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. From here, tuck your toes, push down into a downward facing dog. From here, walk your hands towards your toes. Lock onto your big toes. Look forward. Flat back. Exhale, fold. You can start to bend your arms. Imagine the top of your head is moving towards the ground. Option from here to slide the hands under the feet, moving the toes to the wrist creases. Inhale, exhale, start to fold. Exhale, let go. Slowly come all the way back up. Walk to the front of your mat. And we'll do 2 sun salutations, hatha style. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale right. Hold the breath, exhale, inhale, cobra, exhale, down dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, exhale, inhale, exhale, other side, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale left. Hold the breath. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale left. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more on each side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale right. Hold, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Other side. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale left. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale left. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. Let that go. Inhale left. Exhale right. going to come into a warrior one. So keep your right foot forward, step your left foot back, turn your back left toes to the left corner of your room. Bring your hands to your hips, bring your hips forward. Bend into your front leg. When you feel steady in both feet, inhale, reach the arms up. From here, let's open up into warrior two. Bring that left foot a little further back. Turn your back toes to the side wall. Bend into your front leg. Bring your hands out. Gazing just beyond your right middle finger. Let's reverse it. Drop the back palm to the leg. Flip the right palm up. Reach up. And come back to center. From here, straighten that front leg. Reach forward. When you can't reach any further forward, rotate your arms. If it's okay on your neck, look up to your left thumb. If it's not okay on your neck, you can keep your gaze to the side. Okay. From here, inhale back to center. You might want a block at the front of your mat. Step your feet just a little bit closer. And then we're going to inhale, pick up that back leg, and reach for a block. And you can keep your gaze on the floor, or you can slowly start to bring your gaze towards your left thumb. We're in a pose called half moon. If you don't feel the need for the block, you can remove it and just let your hand be here. And if you fall out, don't worry about it. Okay, from there, step back to the front of your mat. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So, step your right foot back. Turn your right toes to the right corner of the room. Bend into that front leg. Bring your hips towards the front of the room. Get steady into both feet. When you feel steady, reach your arms up. Warrior one. Make sure there's some space between your ears and your shoulders. From here, we'll open up into warrior two. Take that back foot further back. Now your feet are in one track. Bend into that front leg. Your hips are to the side. Reach your arms out. Gaze into that left middle finger. Can you sit a little lower? The goal is eventually this thigh is parallel with the floor. From here, drop the back arm, flip the front palm up, reach up. Inhale, come back, straighten the front leg, reach forward. Exhale, rotate the arms, and we are in triangle. If it's okay on your neck, look up to your right thumb. from here, we're going to come into half moon. Step your back leg a little bit closer. Reach for your block and lift that back leg up. You can look towards the thumb or keep your gaze on the ground or to the side. And if you lose your balance, don't worry about it. Next inhale, come back up and shake it out a little bit. Okay, from here we're going to come into warrior 3. So plant your right leg down. You may want to block again at the front of your mat. So plant the right leg down, pick up the left leg, and we're going to move the left leg back very slowly as we hinge forward into warrior 3. Option to bring the hands together. From here, we're going to bring the hands down, maybe to 2 blocks, maybe to no block. Bring the hands down, and we're going to lift that back leg up into standing split. Option to stay here, or option to move your hands towards your right ankle. Maybe you wrap one hand around the ankle, maybe 2. Exhale, slowly bring that leg down. You can bring your blocks where you need them. Maybe you'll want to have 2. We'll switch to the other side. Spread the left toes. Pick up the right leg. Hands to the hips. Exhale, slowly bring that foot back. You want your toes to be towards the mat. And maybe you bring your hands in front. From here, you reach to your blocks or maybe to the floor. Reach that back foot higher. Option to stay here or to walk the hands towards the ankle. Maybe you bring 1, maybe you bring 2. And then exhale, let that go. We can shake it out a little bit. And then we'll come into a set of a few lunges. So let's start by bringing the right leg far back behind us and dropping that back knee to the mat. So we're in a low lunge. We can bring the hands to blocks, to the mat, or maybe to the thigh. Take a few breaths here. Try to let the hips sink forward. All right. From here, we're gonna bend the back toes underneath. We're gonna lift up just a little bit, and we're gonna come into a runner's lunge. So for a runner's lunge, we imagine a line from the crown of the head all the way back to the back heel. Your gaze is slightly forward and down. runner's lunge, we're going to come into crescent lunge. Bring the arms up, look up. Exhale, bring the hands back down. Step back into a plank and switch so the right leg is forward. Drop the back knee. Bring the hands to blocks, to the mat, or to your thigh. Let the hips push forward. From here, tuck those back toes, come up. You're gonna find a runner's lunge. So a straight line from the crown of the head to that back heel. And from here, inhale up to crescent lunge. Exhale, step both feet down, lower halfway, inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here in downward facing dog. And then when you're done, bring your knees down to the mat. And we're gonna come into a pose called frog. So this pose really targets the groin and the inner thighs. You're gonna go very slowly because at first this pose can be quite difficult for some, not for everyone. So we're gonna go little by little slowly. So, hopefully you can see me. Try to do this. Or maybe I'll do it the other way because I kind of want you to see my legs. Okay, so you can take 2 blocks to the side of your mat and you're going to open up your knees as much as you can, but not so much that you're in pain. Okay, so maybe here, maybe a bit less, maybe a bit more, play with it. And you're gonna try to get the inner edge of your feet onto the mat. Okay? From here, you might want blocks, you might not. You wanna make sure your shoulders are above your wrists. And you could the more you bring your bum towards the heels, the deeper your stretch is going to be. So maybe you want to stay here, maybe you want to come back a little bit. Option to stay up on the arms, or maybe you come down onto the forearms. Now we're just going to hang out here for a couple of breaths. If you want to bring your head to rest onto a block, you can do that. And keep breathing and sending your breath into the groin and the inner hip, the inner thighs. You can stack your fists. And then when you've had enough, come back to your hands, and you can either come forward onto your belly to get out, or you could gently bring the legs together. Okay, so come forward onto the belly and then you get out, or bring the legs slowly together. Whatever is good for you. From here, we're going to come into a yoga squat. So we already started opening up a little bit. Bring your feet mat distance apart. Lower down and bring your elbows against your inner legs. Hands to the heart. We're going to take a few breaths right here. If you find that your heels are lifting a lot, you could, this is probably too thick, but you could put blocks underneath them or a rolled towel, depending on how much space you have between the heels and the mat. Three more breaths. Okay, from here, option to come into crow or crane. So you'll bring your hands down and bring your knees up to your upper arms. Push the knees into the arms and practice just leaning forward, keeping your feet on the mat for now. Then we could practice picking up one leg at a time. And that might be enough for you today. You don't have to go further. If you want to go further, hands to the mat, legs up the arms, push in, lean forward, looking forward. And you can bring your toes together. And when you're ready, you come back out, or you can try to go from here back to here. Take a few breaths. And when you're ready, we're going to come into a downward facing dog. We're going to pick up the right leg and we're going to bend that leg so the right knee is towards the right of the room and the foot is towards the left. You're looking out under your right armpit. 3 breaths. Option to come into wild thing. For wild thing, we're slowly gonna drop that foot down, turn over, and reach. Inhale, back up, bring the right foot down, pick the left foot up, and open that hip. So left knee towards the left, left sole of the foot towards the right. Look under that left armpit. One more breath. And then exhale. We're going to come into wild thing on the other side. Exhale. Come back. 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring it down. Bring the knees down. Come into child's pose. Take a few breaths here. And then from here, we're going to come to sit onto the mat. Reach the legs out in front of you. Move the fleshy part of the bum away so your sit bones are pushing down into your mat. Bring your belly button towards your spine. Inhale. Toes towards your face. Shoulders back and down. Staff pose. Option to lift the arms. And from here, inhale. Exhale, start to reach forward. Maybe your hands come to the shins, to the ankles, or to the feet. We're trying to keep a flat back. From here, cross right over left. Bring your left arm back. Inhale right. Exhale, bring it across. And bring the back arm to meet the front, palm to palm. Bring the back hand back down and start to twist. Exhale, let that go. Right leg over left, right hand behind you. Inhale left, exhale, cross it over. Palm to palm. Bring the right arm back and start to twist. Try not to put too much weight into your back arm. That's why I try to make them touch, so I'm sure not too much weight is there. Come back to center. Let's come into bound angle. Bring the soles of your feet together. Grab onto the, what is this called? The instep? I'm not sure. Grab onto this part and reach your elbows towards your back wall. Chest reaches forward. And then we're gonna let the back round. Exhale, let that go. Come lie down onto your back. And we're gonna come right into Shavasana. If your body is asking you to do something else first, maybe a supine twist or a happy baby, you can go ahead and take that. If you're ready for Shavasana, start to let everything go. Bring your feet mat distance apart. Turn your palms towards the ceiling. And we'll stay here for 5 minutes. So if you start to feel ready to come out of Shavasana, you can. Or if you feel like you'd like to stay longer, you can. If you're ready to come out, you can start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And then you can turn over to your right side and take a few breaths. Bring yourself to a seated position. Let's end the class with 3 ohms. We'll inhale for Om. Thanks for practicing today.